Hollowers, happy Sunday. So I am back as promised with that new craft space I created yesterday. So I did stop playing for a while and I got it created, and I have linked it all up for you. There is a blog post in the video description. Tilly's going to come say hi before we get started.
No.
But yeah, so I've linked up a blog post because the list of stuff I'm going to show you is long, because I'm going to show you everything that's on my doors and things. All sorts of fun things. So I'm going to show you all of those kinds of things. And what I wanted to do, and I've also done a blog post with some tips and tricks in it, so you can check that in the description below. And I added some fun coupon codes in there for you too. Hi Belinda, hi everyone who's joining. So I'm going to show you that craft space I created yesterday that I showed you a little bit of. I did get it finished, and I've linked below a blog post because the list of stuff is long. And I couldn't fit it all in the YouTube description. And I've got some special coupon codes for you. But I added everything I'm going to show you on my desktop in the description below, so you can check all those things out. So I also added UK links. So this is, let me stand up first so you can see the space. So what I did was, this is the space you kind of know. And then what I've done is I've added this in, and I kind of share the space with the cat. There's Elise, our cat, named after the Lotus Elise. All of our pets are car named. So I have a set of Alex drawers from IKEA. I have this desk up here that I added out of our office. I did add this new Tim Holtz unit. I moved all my labeling stuff out the rickety cart I've shown you before, and I put it in there. And then this is my box of like stuff to use first, so all this kind of stuff. So I experiment with this stuff first. Okay, so let's talk about my desktop. It's a super sunny day today, so it's really shadowy, so I'm sorry about that. But now I can actually see out the window when I'm crafting, which I really like, so I can watch the girls and stuff playing outside. So let's start on this side. So I have my Hedgehog Hollow coaster. I love these. We had someone made us a set of 4. I think they're super cool. Like a promo company sent them to us. You can get Hedgehog Hollow merch. It's under this video. You'll see a link, but there's no coasters, unfortunately, at the minute. And then I have my Thermoweb 1/2" tape, one of my favorites, in my Mermaid tape dispenser, and I've linked this up for you. A couple of little fun things that I like. This Life is Beautiful I just got at Michael's. It's a new thing. Actually, I can. Bethany bought me for my birthday, and then this is cute. I think it's like a Target or Dollar Tree thing I added last year. And then, in a minute, yeah. And then this here is my stash and store. This is great because you can pretty much put anything in here. Any of your like tools when you're working. So if your spatulas are all messy, they just stick in here. And this is what I really like. So I keep a couple of blending brushes close at hand. This is my electric eraser. And if you haven't already tried electric eraser, it is life-changing. I made a boo-boo on a card and it was with flock. And so I wondered how I could ever get that off. Well, this got it straight off. If you haven't seen one of these, let me see if I can find some cardstock. So all you literally do is, if you have cardstock like this, you take the electric eraser, and I've linked this below too, because you can get a version of this that like Jennifer Maguire uses. You literally just press the button and it whizzes and it removes literally anything that would be down there. So she used a version of this. It's really expensive and hard to find, but this one is great. It's really inexpensive, and so I've added a link for it below. You can check that out. And then, bye Tilly. Then I have my little pot of things. Normally I fill this with water if I need water for my stuff. And then this is a sand eraser. This is great. And my little ink cozy goes in here. And then I have my Shammy case with my tidy towel in it. Yeah, this is the Tombow sand eraser. I've linked it up below, but yeah, this is the Tombow sand eraser. Then I have my tidy towel and my little Shammy tray for it, which I really like when I'm working because I can just put my acrylic block and clean, and then overnight I tend to keep it in the coconut that I can show you. If you haven't seen a coconut, this is what a coconut is. Your stamped chamois goes in here and you close it up and it keeps it moist overnight. So that's how I do mine. And then I have this spotty magnetic tray, so all my die cuts will stick to this, and I don't find all my little dies all over the place. This is my little unicorn scrubby brush to clean things up. My distress spray, which I really love. My Squeaky clean dispenser for alcohol. My Purell. And my Pixie spray. So Pixie spray is life-changing. If you don't have some, try it. You put it on the back of a stencil or something and it just sticks in place. And what I've also linked in the description is the Crafter's Companion removable spray, because in England you can't get Pixie spray, but you can get the Crafter's Companion one, which is exactly the same. And then this is my little thing of essentials. So my Deluxe glue is upside down, my alcohol blending solution, and a couple of little blending tools. I'm going to show you where I keep the rest of those. Of course, my Gemini, it goes here as well. And then you also have my Wow embossing tool here as well. So that's kind of my desktop. Oh, and of course my travel mat. So that's perfect on here too. So that's how everything goes. And then under here, there's just a little bit of space, which is nice because I can keep my trimmer and my Misty. They both fit in here really nicely and they're right at hand. And then in this one, this is my top drawer. So these are things I need all the time. So I have things like my Score Buddy, my We Are Memory Keepers cleanup roller, my ruler, my crystal katana goes in here, my double-sided tape, my cleaners, you know, like all those essential things. There's a distress tool, my 2 favorite tape runners, my media mat cleaner, my bead tray, and my micro brushes. And these trays are great. They're called Clearview from Artbin. I linked them up for you, but they're perfect for a desktop. And then I keep a couple of tags and some white cardstock right here as well. And then this one, this is a great drawer. So here's a tip for you. If you have like ink pads and things and you use Easy Clean mats like I do, number 1 is buy the large Easy Clean mat and cut it down because it's way better value. But 2, if you put it in your drawer, you see how my inks don't move all over the place. This might move a little bit, but the inks themselves are going to stay still, so it means they're not going to open. So there's an acrylic block. There's my Nuvo clear mark. This is my dirty one. I also have a clean one just for watermarking. My Gina K amalgam. And then these are the adhesives that I want to hand all the time. These are the ones that I love. So I really like these Sizzix foam adhesive sheets. They come in black and white, and they're the perfect for die cutting. Plus they've already got your adhesive on, which I like. I keep some tear tape, my Nuvo precision pens. These are great. And then also some black foam tape because I might need that. My Gina K Connect glue, one of my favorites. Foam squares. This is amazing if you haven't tried it. It's Ranger Letteric clear foam tape. So it's completely clear, which I think is awesome. And sticky grids, another thing that I keep around, and some red line tape. So they're kind of my essentials that I always want close at hand. Even though I have that lovely adhesives drawer, they're the things I always want to get my hands on. Then this one's pretty empty. So extra Gemini mats in the back here. My mini make art station lives in here. These are the refills for my eraser, so I just keep a little tin of those here. But this one I absolutely love. Let me bring this up so you can see. This is one of those things I just saw in the store and I'm like, okay, this is going to be perfect for what I need. So if I open this up, this is my blending tool extras storage. So this here is my Nuvo ones. These are my Ranger ones. These are the scrapbook.com ones. I've only just started using these, but these are great because look, they're domed. So you get a really, really nice finish on those. Whoops, one flew. And then you also have, you see how everything just like, they all fit perfectly in here. More Ranger ones, and then these are my alcohol ink ones, and I keep a spare blending tool for these and these in here. So I really, really love this. Again, I've linked it up for you below. Swiffer cloths, and I now just buy the Amazon generics. They're way cheaper and they work just as well. And then I actually have 2 empty drawers at the minute. So that's how I did that. And then I also wanted to share with you things that I really find that I want close to hand. So I love using cups. I have ordered a couple of organizers on Amazon. They haven't come yet. But these are things that I think are essentials. And you may vary because I know like every crafter has their opinion on essentials. But if you are looking for, what do I keep on my desktop? I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm looking for a new tool. This is where I always love to do these. So here I have all 3 sizes of the Tim Holtz scissors. And then this is my favorite one. So these are my Tula Pink Swiss tweezers. I've linked them up for you. These are the ones that I always talk about. I mean, I'm looking forward to trying the new Dress My Craft ones. But yes, love these. They're really nice sharp point. They're great for weeding. They're great for gems. They're great for all sorts of things. My surface sweep, of course, for cleanup. My craft pick, because every girl needs a craft pick. My Teflon bone folder. My craft spoon. This is like one of the best tools ever. I use it all the time. My Aquaflow brush, Sharpie, the Tim Holtz craft knife, a big box opening craft knife. This actually comes with the electric eraser to wipe away all the, stuff. and of course a pen. And I do have a crystal katana, but I keep this here because I really, really like it. It's the Marvel Ukida jewel picker. It's way, way, way cheaper than a crystal katana, but in my opinion, it works just as well. So I keep that one on my desktop, and the crystal katana's there in case I need it. So I just keep them all in a mug like this, and you can now get Hedgehog hollow mugs like I have in the basement. But Laura Kelly Walters bought me this little cute Hedgehog mug, so I decided to store everything in that. And my Penelope Pit Stop. If you are British, you'll know all about Penelope Pit Stop, or if not, you can go and check out Wacky Races. Greg calls me Lady Penelope after Penelope Pit Stop, so fun fact. But that's how I set this up. And I wanted to also talk to you about how I went about doing this, because lots of us get new spaces, or maybe you've been lucky enough to carve out a corner. I mean, I'm super lucky I have a whole room right here, but how did I go about doing this? So I found a desk that I like. This was the perfect size for what I want because the door is right there, and then my other cupboards are here. This one is on wheels, so it can really go anywhere. And then I love these Alex drawers. So if you're looking for a set of drawers, these IKEA Alexes are great. They come in different heights, different configurations. And these drawers over there, they're also Alexes. And they're the same drawers as the ones I have under my desk. So I really, really love these drawers. And then what I worked out was, okay, what do I want close at hand? So first of all, I want some pretty things. And then I need my practical things, like my purple tape, like my stamp chamois, like my cleaning tools, my tools I reach for all the time. This stash and store, they come in 2 different sizes. If you have a smaller space, there's also one that's like half the size, and they come in different colors. I really recommend that. I think you'll find that a really, really useful purchase. And then I want my die cutting machine right there. So I added my Gemini Junior. I have to admit, I did just order from HSN the rose gold Gemini, and it's arriving tomorrow. So I'm really excited, and that's going to go here instead. And then that little bit of space is great because it can put my trimmers and the things I need all the time. And then I worked out, hey, Elise, exactly what I wanted to put in my drawers. So again, this will get refined. And I think that's one thing that we really need to remember when we create a space or organize a space. You're going to change it. It's not going to be the same all the time. You can see my other space behind me. And I'm lucky because I have all of these other areas. And someone just laughed at the fact I have 2 empty drawers. Well, that's because I have everything else in these like awesome drawers behind me and on my shelves. You might not have that. You might want to put a cart underneath your craft space as well. So again, lots and lots of different options. And just remember, nothing is set in stone. I'm sure those 2 drawers will get filled when I'm like, all right, I'm fed up of getting up and down, just, you know, getting something, and it'll end up in a drawer, and then I'll end up with a different space. So just remember, it's going to evolve. Think about what you use. I made a project yesterday, and everything I used in that project, I put on my desktop, and I'm like, do I use this in every project? Yes, then it probably should be here. So that's also a really great way of doing it too. Or watch videos like this. Watch my video, watch Corinne's video. We all love to show you our craft spaces, and you can get some ideas of what should be on your craft desktop. So someone just asked me about these shelves behind me. Let me turn this around so I can show you. So this is what they are. Everyone always asks me about these, and it took me forever to find these. Trust me, years to find exactly what I wanted. So what they are is they're IKEA pantry units. And there's 2 large drawers on the bottom, 2 smaller drawers. But you can choose. If you want all thin drawers, you can do that. If you want all medium drawers, you can do that. If you want cupboards on the bottom, you can do that. You can go to IKEA and you can configure these any way you want. And then this is the other half of the pantry unit, which should have doors on it. But I decided to leave the doors off because then I can see what's inside. But I really love them. Like, look. Yeah, this is all one unit, and you can get different heights if you notice. These are not the same height because I bought the wrong thing the second time. But you can get them in different heights and things and different widths, and there's like so many customizations. But look at this. I just love this. This is my adhesives drawer, so I know where everything is. This is my embossing drawer, again, so I know where most things are. This is my, scooch this over. This is my Wow embossing drawer, and this is just an add-on piece you can buy in the kitchen department. And then underneath, underneath, there's all the embossing powders in order by the catalogue. And then let's just move this out of the way. Underneath here, this is my foiling drawer. So these are all my thermoweb foils. These are all my thermoweb foil sheets. There's my duo gel, my little protective thing for the laminator. So I have it all organized. And then these are stamps and dies, which still needs some work, but the system itself works really well. And I have very high-tech dividers, which are pieces of Amazon boxes, but it's alphabetical by brand. And then within the brand, I kind of have it organized. So there you go. I do not label these drawers only because I know there's only 4 of them and I know what's in them. But yes, everything else, if you look, apart from that, is labeled. So, you know, tin pins at the back here are labeled. Acrylic blocks, background stamps. This one's new, so it hasn't been labeled, but foil toner sheets, flock sheets, foil and adhesive sheets. So I literally, one of my top tips is label everything when it comes to your craft room. You know, literally everything has a label, so I know exactly where it is. So that's my craft room. You can see my rainbow ties shelves behind me as well, and my back surface, which is full of fun things from Creativation for videos. I love you all chatting between yourselves as well. I'm totally the one who spends more time organizing my craft space than I do anything else. Like, I love sitting in here and organizing. I actually had a big purge the other day, so I have some mystery boxes coming even. Stamps, dies, wow, embossing powders, like all sorts of amazing fun things that I just don't play with enough. So I've had a really good purge through, so I'm going to share lots of those with you. Our special offers from yesterday are still available. You can go to thehedgehoghollow.com/shop. I've marked down 4 subscription boxes to either $15 or $20, and all the others are on sale as well. And then also my Essentials to Card Making course is down to $29.99, and that doesn't matter where you live, because if you're in Australia, it's $29.99 Australian dollars, or in Europe, it's $29.99 euros. So all of those fun things. So you can check those things out as well. I've added below everything that was on my desktop, and then there's a link to a blog post if you want to find out anything else. I've literally added in everything you need to go and find everything I've just shown you in my desktop. I didn't add anything from these shelves because I didn't really intend to show you. I think someone asked. But you can go check that out. I'm going to go off and I've got some things to play with. So there's some fun projects you can kind of see drawing back there. They're things from Creativation that I'm going to do like 5 or 6 different ways to use them, because I think that's important. And Lorna, if you are looking for things, a lot of the things I've just shown you, I've linked up at UK sites as well as US sites, so you can check that out as well. So thank you so much for spending some of your Sunday with me. If you have any questions, you can drop them below, but check out the blog post as well, and then I will see you tomorrow with a really cool project, because it's one of those that you can take and you can customize it 20 different ways. So be sure you've hit subscribe, rung the bell, and press the join button. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So have a fab Sunday, and I will see. Oh, how big is my room? It's about 12 to 15 feet square. It's not huge at all. This is the office in the house, but I spent a long time working out the right configuration. So hopefully that answers your question. If you have any other questions, you can always email support@thehedgehoghollow.com. We are thinking about doing like a Q&A live with Greg and I. So if you want to see that, you can drop a comment and drop your questions below. I'll see you later. Bye.